Hi, this is a different kind of video today because I wanted to celebrate my 40th video and more importantly my 400 subscribers. Oh my god, it's been almost 2 years since I started making videos on YouTube and it's finally here. I'm at 400. I know it's not quite the milestone of 500, which is just like an arbitrary number that seems large to me. But nonetheless, I wanted to kind of like do a celebration video, and also I wanted to redo some of this like background space that where I usually record my videos, because I was like, okay, it's looking sparse and it's looking like I'm not trying that hard. So let me try a little harder and look like I put more effort into this. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I started unpacking some of the things like this and all this stuff. And honestly, I thought it was gonna be fun, and this is not fun. Like, I don't know what these things are. What is this? Why is there plastic? And is this supposed to go through? What's the point? I don't get it. I don't know. So I thought I was gonna have fun doing this, and now I'm like, this is probably gonna take me multiple weeks because I'm gonna procrastinate and I don't wanna work on it. But, you know, whatever, I'll figure it out. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about how getting 400 subscribers has not changed my life. Yeah, like, I have watched like a couple videos where people are like, oh my god, 500 subscribers, and it has changed my life. And I'm like, interesting. Well, no, I'm not judging them. I think probably they maybe like put a lot more effort or care a lot more about the YouTube videos they make, because honestly, I don't think too much has changed since I started making these videos. Yeah, but I will talk about the things that I have learned. Honestly, the only change I feel like I have is, yeah, just like the things I've learned. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, for the things that I got for behind my wall, I got from AliExpress and I budgeted it. So everything in total is like $60 or $80, which when I bought it, I was like, oh my god, what a deal. And then I saw what I got and I was like, oh my god, not a deal, but whatever, I'm just gonna go with it. I think I'm returning a few things, and then I might buy some more things. I have no idea. We will see once I get the things that I have up on this wall if I like them. Anyway, so some of the things that I have learned through this process. Number one is how many people are going through the same transition that I am. So when I made the video, I knew no one on social media and no one in my personal life who was making the switch from tech to becoming a mental health therapist. And I am shocked by how many people are in the comments who are like, oh my gosh, I'm making that career change. And oh my gosh, I'm in the Bay Area. I'm like, wow, there are so many of you, way more than I thought. And I'm like, interesting. Where were you when I needed you? And I feel like reading your comments makes me, reminds me of when I was in that position of like deciding if I should make that switch or not, and how ultimately I feel like I did as much research as I could in that moment, and I basically wanted to know for certain if this career change was gonna work out for me, and there was no way I was gonna know that for certain. But anyways, it reminds me of that time when I read your comments. Yeah. And I'm starting to recognize some of your handles. For those of you that are commenting consistently, I see you, I know who you are, and I hope, I don't know, we get to know each other a little bit. I guess I'm answering a lot of your questions, so I want to know a little bit about you and how you're doing. Some other things I've learned is how YouTube videos can be so creative. I never really thought of it. I mean, when I got into it, I was thinking like, okay, maybe people will follow me and they'll learn a little bit and great. But honestly, it feels much more creative than I thought. to be honest, I still don't really like the recording process. Like this thing is just weird to me. Like, I don't really, yeah, I don't know. It's not my favorite part. I know some people really like that storytelling part, but to me, my favorite part is editing, because I can see the recording that I made and then I can edit it to have a style that I want. And sometimes I feel like I'm in that mood and I want to add a lot of cute things and make these transitions, and other times I'm like, oh my god, I just need to like publish this, whatever, who cares? And then I like don't do any edits. But when I do get in the mood of editing, that part is so fun. To me, it's like a blank canvas and I can do whatever the heck I want, and I feel like there aren't that many things in my life where I can just be so creative with what I'm doing. So that is super fun. And it reminds me of like journaling or scrapbooking, where I have a blank page and I'm like adding stuff to it. And I feel like I'm still figuring out the balance of making videos that I like versus people want to watch. Honestly, I feel like, yeah, that's still like probably this video I'm making for myself. I just want to celebrate the fact that I got to 400 subscribers, and none of you, okay, some of you are very nice and care about this, and many of you are just here to figure out if this transition is going to work for you, or you want to be a therapist, or you want to join tech and you're into that content. And I'm like, that's great, and I can make those videos. And also I just like documenting part of my life, so this is one of those for me videos. Honestly, I don't even know what else I have to say about this. What do other people say in these kinds of videos? Honestly, I don't know.